We've got 5 different types of stances or footwork in Wing Chun. You've got your Yiji Kim Yun Ma. Let's not take that literally, just the fact of standing square on. That's what we're going to look at first of all. So your basic stance, number 1. You've got your turning stance, number 2. You've got the Byu Ma, arrow stepping forward and back, number 3. We've got Sambok Ma, number 4. And we've got Chun Ma, circular stepping, as number 5. So these are kind of all the techniques. Now sometimes we kind of, the way that Wing Chun has been designed is like somebody's observed what we do naturally, broken that down into some mathematical formula, made it into a system that can be learned in very simple stages and then gets put back into your natural existence, I suppose. It's a very flamboyant way of saying it all. But what I mean by that is there's certain ways that we might be using our stances without even knowing it. For instance, I mean, like Steve now, he's facing toward the camera in Yiji Kim Yun Ma. I'm facing toward the camera in Chun Ma, turning stance. I'm facing towards Steve in a Byu Ma. He's facing toward me in a Sambok Ma, because there's a slight gap through his stance. So we're using these different stances all the time. But just to kind of give you a very simple example of a practical use of this. So let's say that if I'm just standing with my back to you, you could be in a bar or a club or whatever, somebody puts a hand on your shoulder. What I wouldn't recommend as a natural reaction is just to look, boom, exactly, because something might be happening at that point. For me personally, again, if you will, take the hand off. If somebody was to put their hand on my shoulder, I imagine that I would be having to look this way. I'd be moving away and turning around. You know, you don't have to assume that every time somebody puts a hand on your shoulder it's going to be an attack, but at the same time, if you will, I wouldn't recommend doing this just in case. So as he puts his hand on my shoulder, I'm going to move away and then have a little look. But what am I doing at that point? Well, what we've got is Yiji Kim Yun Ma. This would be a Sambok Ma step. This is a Chun Ma, and now I'm in Byu Ma, should I need to use it. So we can see very simply how we start applying these techniques, or how we might do something natural, and yet we can see it in Wing Chun and therefore improve upon it. So sometimes taking something out of context and looking at the way you're doing the stepping and thinking, well, this doesn't seem natural, is actually you just having quite a cynical viewpoint of it. The basics are important because they match exactly what we do in day-to-day life. Don't underestimate them. Steve, thanks very much.